LeBron's streak of scoring 10 or more began January 6, 2007. I was a year old, and it ended last night, December 4th, 2025. I'm 20 years old now. In total, Bron scored 10 plus for 1,297 straight regular season games. A record that will likely never be broken, but I think we can break it here in 2K. I've created a player by the name of CJ Ball. Soon as he found out Bron's streak was over, he was ready to hit the free agency pool, join the NBA, and break that record. But CJ isn't like Bron. He's not gonna make the right play, hit the open man in the corner, and give up his streak. All CJ cares about is the buckets, and that's proven when you check out his player card. First of all, he's got maxed out offensive consistency, and all of his attributes are actually maxed. But when you jump into his tendencies, yeah, he doesn't defend. Because when you play defense, there's a risk of fouling. He's capable of defending, but he won't do it. He wants to get those buckets. He's capable of passing as well. He's not going to do it though. Why hit the open man when the rim is open? With this type of mentality, CJ might just have what it takes to break Bron's record. But first, he's got to get a job. I don't think it'll take too long. I'm going to simulate like one day, and some team should sign him. Okay, maybe 2 days. All right, he found a team. CJ Ball is headed to the Clippers. Yeah, the unction could use a little bit of help. That's for sure. They also brought in Spencer Dinwiddie. Oh boy. And Harden, listen, I know usually you're the system, but things have changed. In order to optimize my guy CJ's scoring, our offensive focus is going to be to play through our star. And we're going to shoot at will. We're playing fast. On top of that, Coach T. Lue's system, it's going to be 7 seconds or less. We got to get those shots up ASAP. And so the streak begins for CJ Ball. How awkward would it be if he scored less than 10 game one? Oh, nah, he got 41. We're in for something special here. I do want to say I'm going to have to manually count CJ's streak because in 2K, there's no way to actually track this 10-point game streak. So I'm going to be here for a long time. I'd really appreciate it if you left a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. On the road to 300K, trying to hit it before 2026. Double upload today as well, so stay tuned. And wow, the Clippers are playing really good. This isn't a video about winning games, but shout out to CJ. He's definitely getting us some dub. Okay, we're here at almost the end of the season. Just one more game to go. And the reason I'm stopping here is because if our guy CJ had a game where, let's say, he scored less than 10, I'd like to go back to that game and see exactly what happened. On this game, he had 42, and oh my goodness, CJ's going crazy. Most nights he's putting up 30, 40, but you see it. Not many assists on a lot of these games because I made sure he didn't have like dimer and break starter and all those badges because I didn't want him swinging the rock. He still does have good pass accuracy and stuff, so he's not turning it over. But all in all, things are looking good here so far. And I'm going to show y'all all the games in the log just so you don't think there's anything fishy going on. Here's the lowest game we've seen so far, 17 points. Because like I said, 2K's not going to show us 68. Oh my goodness, did he get a 70 piece? But yeah, 2K doesn't have a way to track this. They should have added though with Bron's record getting recently put to a stop. Not broken, I guess. It kind of just ended. He is the one who holds the record. But yeah, ever since December 5th when he joined the league, everything went good. The lowest game we saw was what, a 17-point night against Minnesota where the Clippers lost. But it's been a lot of wins this season. I mean, my goodness. Yeah, we had no losses in March or almost in February. This Wolves game was the one game, and that was because CJ struggled. But it seems like our system worked out perfect for Mr. Ball. Obviously, we are so early into this, we haven't even made a dent into the record, but CJ was the rookie of the year, averaged almost 40 points per game. Took a page or two out of Harden's book, you know what I mean? And we won 64 games. Chris Paul's best friend, Tyronn Lue, was coach of the year. CJ was not eligible for the All-NBA teams. He didn't play 65 games, so that's why there. And then as far as the playoffs go, we're not really too pressed about this, but we might actually win the championship. There you go. Clippers Redemption Tour. We win the title, baby. Clipper Nation, stand up. I don't know what this random year is in Memphis that popped up, but that doesn't really matter. We got 60 games under our belt so far, because we're counting regular season. Yeah, I don't know what these 3 games from Memphis are. I just added bro to the league. 2K's bugging out. But we got 60 games, and I've created a graphic as the best editor on YouTube here. We've got the record tracker graphic, and you see it was at 0. Now it is at 60. There you go. Oh, that looks a little bit off. Let me move it over. There we go. Much better. Now, the only thing about this Clippers situation with CJ Bull is that he's actually set to leave the Clippers this summer unless they somehow find the funds to re-sign him, which I wouldn't mind because he was super successful in Los Angeles. But if not, he's going to have to learn a whole new system. Oh, CJ actually does go back to the Clips. This team is super washed. Everybody regressed a ton. So they're going to need CJ scoring more than ever. Ignore the plus 32 to his overall, by the way. That's just from me adding him to the league and everything else. I'm hoping this second year goes just as smooth as year 1. I have a feeling it won't, and we'll have some closer calls. I feel like year 1 was all too good because, you know, this is a marathon, not a race, and we barely even got past the starting point of the marathon. I'm also going to make sure he never gets those passing badges. I had to just remove those during the season because I'm like, bro, no passing. As few assists as possible. Well, it looks like the Clippers might mess around and win 70 games on the season. Random side quest to make CJ the GOAT. We win 70, but now let's get to the meat and potatoes here. 49 in this game. That's a good sign. Averaging more points than last year, 39.8. Season high was 65. Didn't beat the 68 that he had last year. But now let's get to the stats. He had a 23. That's fine. I really only get concerned if you're under 20 points, and that's not happening for CJ much. He had the 17 last year. This year, I'm not seeing a single game under 20. Oh my goodness. He's so consistent. He eats the same breakfast every day, wears the same fit like he's SpongeBob, goes through his workout routine every day, 100 push-ups, 25 pull-ups, some bench pressing. He does the same things every day, and you see the consistency paying off. He did have 18 here against New Orleans, but that was as close as he got to selling the record. As long as, you know, we can take care of business against the Lakers. I'll make sure, 44 against the Lakers. We're all good. And he wins MVP because, you know, he played enough games to be eligible. He's also a two-way guy. He's not, I don't know. I gave him the defensive attributes, but I didn't give him defensive tendencies because I didn't want him fouling, if that makes sense. So I guess he still managed to somehow win DPOY, even though his tendencies should go against that. This is kind of an experiment where we're breaking 2K. So remember, those first couple games, those 3 games that are randomly on his resume don't count, but we've got 142 games under the belt so far. Let's go back to our graphic, record tracker, 142 out of, ooh, this is kind of off center, isn't it? Hold on, let me fix that. Okay, it's more on center now. I kind of forgot what I was saying. I lost my whole train of thought. So there you go, 142 games, only what, 1,156 games to go? Great math, Danny. I don't know, man. We've had a couple games under 20 points. All it takes is just one bad night. That's why it's so crazy to me that Bron never lost the record till this point, as CJ Bull is your finals MVP. He's a 2-time champion as well. I mean, this guy's really good at basketball, if you couldn't tell. And if I didn't mention this, streak does not include playoffs, so, you know, we're not even worried about the postseason games at all. This team, we got Jokic? How did we get Jokic? I don't want Jokic on this team. Now listen, I understand Jokic is an incredible player, great playmaker. He might be able to get CJ involved, but he's also going to take the ball out of my guys' hands. And this was another concern for me was, hey, like, what if we end up with a really good team? This Clippers team was kind of perfect because they're desperate and trash, but now they got Jokic? Oh no. CJ, somehow your own team might become an obstacle in your goal here. We'll see if you're still able to do what you do. And you keep developing playmaking badges. No! We don't want him having Dime or a break starter or versatile visionary. All these ankle breaker badges, I don't care. He can break ankles all he wants so long as he isn't passing. I gotta see, bro. I mean, we're winning a lot because this is probably the greatest duo ever, but he's only averaging 30. His minutes are also a little bit lower. Tyron, let's shorten up this rotation. I need CJ to eat, okay? Hopefully that'll get his numbers up. We'll do the big reveal at the end of the season and check the stats. Are our numbers up a little bit more? Okay, we're back up to 33. We should be good, long as we didn't throw in the first couple games of the season. But we'll find out, moment of truth, at the end of the year. Wow, we might go 74-8, new record here. But that's not the record I care about. Wow, are we actually gonna do it? We might really do it. We're on a crazy win streak to close out the year. 18 in a row. We really want that 74-8 season. But let's see. CJ Bull. Okay, the scoring flew up. After we shortened up the rotation, made sure he got his minutes, Joker was not holding him back. So shout out to Jokic. If anything, he might have enhanced what we were doing here. So I'm not really worried about this latter half of the season. We've been winning. He's putting up 30 plus like it's nothing. Couple 20s in there, you know, a few stinkers, but I'm not 17 against Portland. 25 minutes. So in this situation, yeah, he fouled out. That's going to be the problem is foul outs. But we got his foul tendency as low as it can be. So I don't know what more you want me to do here. Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on. We're good. We're good. Just got to get through these start of season games. 16 against Phoenix. Ooh. But we are good. That's every single game of the season. 10 plus points. So now that will put our streak over 200 games. We still have over 1,000 to go. How did LeBron do this? 223 straight games, because again, we ignored these 3. Let's go back to our graphic and update it. Record tracker, 223 out of 1,298. Okay, so next year, if we can, continue the streak, we will be over 300 games. Oh, wait, I forgot this last game. Hold on. We went 73-9, and fittingly, the Warriors stopped us from beating the record, which is kind of fire. But CJ had 36. So hold on. Correction. Bron, you better watch out. We're at 224 now. Okay. CJ Bull wins MVP. I was worried about Joker, slowing us down. But Joker, shout out to you, man. You're incredible. You helped my guy get his. You still got yours. It was awesome. We go to the finals. And we win in 5. CJ's still only 21 years old. I don't think Bron's streak started until he was like either 21 or 22. Because it started in 07. And he came in the league 03. CJ is entering the last year of his contract. He says he wants to re-sign. And outside of him and Jokic, we don't have much. So this is a good situation for him to eat, to get his points. So I don't mind him re-signing here. I will say, I try to get these videos right. So I did a test run of this video. Trying to see what do I need to do to create the right player. And I made some huge mistakes and sold the streak. But I think that CJ is capable of doing it. I sold the streak super early in the other one. So I'd be devastated if we lost it in this one. We're off to a great run to open it up. But obviously, there's still just so much more time to go that you never know what'll happen. And CJ, did you develop those? Bro, he keeps getting the playmaking badges back every time, bro. Oh, and it looks like some of his other badges have gone down as time's gone on. I'm going to make sure all his badges stay up because that's kind of part of the video as well. I don't want 2K cooking my guy here. Yeah, like some of his badges are dropping. I'm going to make sure everything stays where it needs to be. This could be the year of the wins record. We're right there. Okay, never mind. Bro, the Suns and Raptors were not having it. Suns got us twice in a week. But we're 71-10 right now as we get on over here. CJ had a 39-point game. This season, he's averaging 36, which is lower than usual. Wow, he's really 3 for 3 on championships, too. Shout out to bro. Season high was 60. That's his lowest season high of the video. Impressive, but you see the drop in stats, you see the lower season high, and that's definitely a cause for concern. A 60-20 game is so nasty. Oh my goodness. 42-21. This dude CJ is all over the glass. I don't think I've seen a game lower than 20 just yet. Oh my goodness, dude. He's just so consistent. Like I said, wake up, bowl of oatmeal, put on the same fit, Goodfellow tee, pair of jeans. And he gets to it. He does it. He's so consistent. Let me make sure he got it last game. Yeah, he had 34. So the streak, the legend of CJ Bull grows here. He will be at 306 games. We subtract the 3 from earlier. I'll probably remind y'all of that every season. Okay, let's go. Because I need to remind myself, too. It's kind of like a mental note for me. 306, baby. Oh, man. 306. We're 4 seasons in. Things are going so well for CJ Bull, DPOY, MVP, T. Lou doing his thing. And, the playoffs, CJ, we know what he does. He goes out there, he balls. We lost to the Hawks? Man, come on. Hey, can we talk about how crazy the NBA has been the last week or so? Because, bro, what in the world? We had Chris Paul getting sent home, the Giannis rumors, and then Bron losing his streak. It's a crazy random week at the start of December. We got Andrew Nembhard on the team. Have y'all seen his brother Ryan? He's balling out. We had 170 in the first game. Hold on, I got to take a peek at this. CJ only had 33, 10 assists. What are we doing? That's out of character. He got around. Jokic started swinging the rock. Okay, there's 2 assists. assists. That's more like it. I thought the 170 game might have been like an 80 piece from CJ Ball. What do you think his career high will be when it's all said and done? I'm going to say he gets 85, just to throw a number on it. Wins record is finally going to be ours, man. We've only lost 7, and we're entering nearly April here. 74-8. We just keep selling. We get so close to the record. Oh, that's a nice break at the end of the season. We didn't have to play for like a week. CJ Ball had 46 here against the Lakers, averaged 35. The scoring keeps dropping. I don't know what it is that's making it drop, because he's still playing heavy minutes and everything. Had a season high of 65. Maybe it's just his teammates. You know who it is? Actually, ever since Julius Randle got here, I'm not even lying, bro. Ever since he got here, CJ's been scoring less. Just something to keep in the back of your mind. If we lose this streak, blame Julius. But I don't think we're going to lose it this year. Famous last words, as they say. But we're doing so well. He's so consistent. There was the season high of 65 right there against the Portland Blazers. Wait, did I see a single digits game? No. I didn't. Okay. I was like, oh, back to back. Wait, these are like all-star break games, aren't they? At East, this is a all-star weekend game. And maybe this is, because, yeah, he played so few minutes. Or maybe he fouled out in this situation. Regardless, he got 10 plus, so it counts. But if he had less than 10, I would check and see if this was an all-star weekend or some other situation there. Ooh, this was the closest call we've had. 15 on New York, he fouled out. And remember, his foul tendency's at a minimum. 19 against Dallas. We're starting to see some cracks here in what was a perfect foundation. Like, bro, those are some rough games. I gotta go check out what happened in the crash out game where he fouled out real early too. Where was it? This Dallas one was kind of a big deal. New York, he only played 19 minutes. I think it was this one here. Oh no, it wasn't. It was right here, January 16th. We got the dub, but he fouls out, shoots 6 of 10, and Jokic was getting to it. Joker, chill out, bro. You're doing too much here. I mean, I don't know what you can do about that. Like, his foul tendency is as low as it can be. I guess certain nights you're just gonna pick up fouls. Last game against the Hawks, let's make sure we took care of business there. Yep, there it is, 28 points. So now the streak will continue. 5 straight seasons. Well, not 5 full seasons, because we had the 60-game season at the start. You subtract the 3 from 2K bugging out, and that will put us at 388. Oh, man. I mean, that's a whole lot of games. But that still puts us at what? Needing nearly 900? So that's about 11 regular seasons we need to go to beat Bron's record. Bron was at 1,297, so we need 1,298. Once he's creeping up on the record, once CJ Ball is about to get the record, we'll simulate to that very game and we'll watch it, okay? Because I think that's definitely something we should do. Luka's back? What in the world? So is Porzingis. It's a reunion. They got rid of Nico. Luka was like, okay, I'll come back. We go to the finals against Chicago, sweep them. CJ Ball, finals MVP, and the legend continues. Jokic, your contract almost up. You got 3 more years. Listen, I love having you here, but I still have my doubts if you're interfering with the buckets. Jokic regresses. Oh, no! I don't need Nate Ament. Wait, Nate Ament kind of just defends, though. He doesn't even score like that. Actually, Nate, you were celebrated here. Welcome. Let me make sure my guy doesn't get his badges, his passing badges. I got to take those off again. I had to do that like every year. And yes, I could have done this video where like we just put him on a team full of trash players and he was the only one getting buckets and he would obviously get the record, but I felt like that wasn't realistic. Not that making like a maxed out 99 is that realistic, but I mean, this is more realistic than that. You know what I mean? It's pretty much impossible to break Bron's record, as I said at the start of the video, unless, you know, they make some crazy advances in medicine and guys can just play forever. I don't know. Or they can mitigate injuries more so guys can go as long as Bron somehow has. But even then, you're still human. You can make mistakes in a game and have less than 10, so it's probably still unbreakable. I accidentally went to the very end of the year this time, but we can still look at the game logs all the same. CJ Ball averaged 35 this year, which is a career low. Yeah, by a lot. Oh, that's concerning. Concerning, actually. Okay, let's see what we were doing this year, CJ. What happened? We had a lot of big rebounding games. I see a 61 piece here. That's awesome. Every game we're getting 20 at least. Oh! Wait, that's an all-star game, isn't it? At East? That might be an all-star game, but it was still only 10 points. So that really concerned me. That's definitely an all-star game. That's why I need to be on the calendar, though, so I can double check and make sure, hey, that was all-star. Nonetheless, the lore continues. I'm not doing the update right now. What update could it possibly be? Like, really? I'm in the middle of a video. That ugly update requires in my left corner. But we are going to go another season. The streak continues for CJ Bull. Legendary, man. Legendary. 470 games. That's a nice round number there. Because, you know, we subtract the 3 from earlier. And you know what? Now we're starting to make some leeway. Whoops. 470. That looks pretty good. We're still not even halfway there. But we're making progress. We're making progress for sure. I'm gonna go apply my update. What could they possibly be updating, bro? It is 9 in the morning. I've been recording since like 7 a.m. Because like I said, I had to do a test run and get all the stuff right for my player. We lost again. Dang. CJ, what are we doing? Only averaged 32 in the playoffs as well. Which, you know, is a lot. But for him, it's kind of like only. Entering the last year of his contract, so we'll see what happens there. I assume he'll re-sign. I feel like in 2K, guys just re-sign, like almost all the time. Jokic regresses. That's fine by me. That just means CJ can get his even more. I got to take away his passing badges again. You know why his stats are dropping? Because 2K's dropping his attributes a little bit each year. So you know what I'm going to do to combat that? We're going to import the original version of CJ Ball every year with the original stats. That way, he stays the same. And all the tendencies stay the same and he gets his. Nice try ruining my player, 2K. Now everything will stay the same year after year. He's consistent. Well, we're all good. That makes me feel better because I was wondering, why are the stats just dropping little by little each year? And it's not realistic for a dude who's 24 to be getting worse. If anything, he'd be, you know what I mean, getting better. Oh, it resets his years pro, though, when you do that. But we can manually... okay, yeah, fine. I know what I need to do here. We're entering year number 7. Career averages of 37 a night. We've got too much two-guard play this year. That can't happen. Jalen Hood-Schifino, you slide over to PG. I need CJ Bull getting all my two-guard minutes. Then we have a log jam at PG. Don't care. Don't care about winning games. I care about buckets. Okay, we're almost at the end of the season here. We've won the funny number of games. CJ Bull, 43 points. He only had 32 this year? He only averaged 32? And all his stats are where they should be. This is not good. This is not good. He had a 13-point game. I'm already seeing that. No, we're going to lose it. We're going to sell. We're going to sell the record. 18 against Dallas. We're only through March. Oh, wait. Go back. That's at East. That's got to be All-Star game, right? It's got to be All-Star game. It said February what? It's got to be All-Star game. February 15th? Yeah, okay. That's All-Star game. You see it right there? It says at East, February 15th. So I thought it was over. I thought it was over, bro. 29, 11 against the Pels. We're going to have to check out that game. Dude, this was the worst season ever. This was the worst season yet for sure. Oh my gosh, but we might skate through. We might. Yes, please. There's no way he lost it at the start of the season. He's not tired then. We had 16 against Chi-Town. This Pels game, this was almost the end of the legend of CJ Bull. Woo! That was close. That was almost the end of the legend there. Last game against the Lakers, he had 37. Okay, so what seemed to be the issue this year that we weren't, getting to it the way we were previous? 39 minutes? Did we just have more scores on the team? That might be what it was. I'll check the player stats. We're at 552 because you subtract those original 3. Oh yeah, we're really making leeway though. This was a close call, but we skate by and we continue to make this progress. Maybe it's just as you simulate the way the league plays changes. I don't know what it could be. Let's see. Did we just have like another scorer who's really... Jokic averaged 26, but he's always been doing that. Murray came in, got some buckets. Jalen Hood-Schifino. I mean, nobody scored that crazy outside of Jokic. Is Jokic still sticking around? He's got 2 more years on that deal. Jokic, I don't want you here anymore. You're doing too much. We lost to the 8-seeded Jazz. Still over, 700 more games to go. And we just got that close this year. We had an 11. That East game, oh my goodness, my heart dropped. And if you see any changes in attributes and badges on the player progression, and then they go back, it's because I'm importing the original version of CJ. I'll be doing that every year. We picked up the notorious BI3, probably the hardest nickname in the league right now. And Cam Thomas? Why? Stop getting scores. Bro, they're trying to sell my challenge. That's what they're trying to do. Okay, they want CJ at 37 minutes. Who are you? Dean Harvey, look at you. You look silly. You got a boogie in your nose, bro. All right, we need you to learn the system. Play through stars, shoot at will. Some crash, some get back. Don't care about defense. Oh, wait, actually I do. There's a setting down here that says some crash. No, everybody runs so we can get buckets in transition. And then we also want to run our system here. Post-centric, buddy. What do you think this is? 7 seconds. CJ, you better be, you better start moving like CJ again. I don't know who that guy was. That was JC we saw last year. We can't have that anymore. We're actually really trash now, which I don't think that's a good thing either. I'm seeing some games where we're barely scoring over 100. And, you look at those and you're like, uh-oh. That could be a game where CJ didn't get his. We're going to stop it right here. Bro, I'm right here. I see him at 22. He only averaged... No, they ruined me bringing in Notorious BI3. Season high was 51, and I'm noticing across the league scoring's going down. You see, Booker was league leader at 54. I feel like before we were seeing 60 pieces from other guys. Bro, CJ, 15 on Memphis. No, it's gonna end. He had 6 points against Detroit, fouled out, and that was the end of it. After CJ lost his streak, I was fully ready to say, you know what? This record's unbreakable. It just can't happen. But I can't quit! The streak would have ended at 622 games. That's how many he would have had. In the final 11 games of the season, CJ still managed to score 10 plus points. So, the streak is back. We're down to 11 games. Now you might be thinking, Danny, how in the world are you going to pull this off? Well, first of all, CJ's going to have to hit the fountain of youth. We need to give him a couple extra years here. We're going to make it so he's like a year 3 player and about 22 years old. He needs to be younger if we want to run this back. On top of that, CJ, I'm sorry, man, but your stats have been too low. We're running every minute of every game moving forward, and I'm hoping that will be enough for us to get this record. And I have one more change in mind that I think will help out our guy CJ Ball, because without it, I don't know that he can do this, even with playing all these minutes and everything. So we're nearing the end of the season. Let's see, did he get back on track? He got back to averaging 40 because he was playing so many minutes, but all it takes is one outlier. That's what we've seen. He had a 10 against Chicago already. Oh, jeez, dude. I mean, yeah, this is just going to be a 68 piece against Memphis. Is nasty. 17 on the Dubs, so that was close. But all in all, we're back, baby. We're back. Streak back up to 92. And here's the change I'm going to implement that I think will speed up the pace of the game. And in turn, oh, whoops. Hold on, best editor on YouTube. That was the right one. There we go. Oh, wait, he had 11 games plus 82 would be 93. So we're back up to 93 games. And like we said, CJ, he played all these minutes. His numbers were bigger. But is that really the strategy? Because then you think about it, there could be fatigue coming into play later in the season. So is that sustainable to play him all those minutes? It worked 1 year, but what I want to do, right? What I want to do here is add a rule change. And what's that rule change going to be? I think eliminating foul outs would kind of be cheating. But I could see the NBA doing something like decreasing the shot clock. So we're going to do that. 20-second shot clock, games faster now. We brought in Caden Boozer, but lost. Oh, no, we still have Jokic. He's just, you light my fire? Yeah, he's about washed. And I also have to make sure that there just aren't guys playing at our guy CJ Ball's position. Or do we just go all 48 like we did last year? We might roll out all 48. It worked last year. Let's try it again. Our only enemy is foul outs, bro. And now the scoring's up too, so even if he fouls out early, he should be smooth. The numbers are so inflated as far as final scores across the league. Maybe we'll see somebody crack 100. That could be a random side quest here. And I will try and go through the seasons faster as we attempt to build back up to this record. But you see the numbers. You're seeing 60 pieces left and right. There's 69 with 27 rebounds. We're rarely below 30. Oh, that was the All-Star game. Oh my gosh, dude. The All-Star game's got to stop scaring me like that. It said at East, right? So was that this one? Wait, was that this one? Bro does not mess with the All-Star game. He does not score in those. But you see, that was the game where he had the 8 points. So we're good there. And then he's, back to the regular shenanigans. 50, 40, 30. 26 is the lowest I've seen. This new approach is better. Play him every minute. Run him till he's tired. This is the new plan. We're seeing so much more consistency with that. He averaged 48 on the season. One more game. Let's make sure we take care of that. Let me make sure he actually, scored there. Imagine last game sold 44. Okay, so we are good. And we'll add another 82 to CJ Ball's total. We got eliminated in the first round. That sucks. So we're up to 175. There you go. Hold on, though. I was just reviewing the footage. Let me show y'all this right here. I counted us for only 11 games on the streak after, we folded that one season. So we lost the streak on March 15th, right? After that, there were 13 games. So the streak grew 2 more games than I thought. That's a key detail we could have missed there. So I'm glad that I picked up on that. Let's go back to our 2K and everything. But yeah, I'm glad I picked up on that. Imagine we were off by 2 games on the counter the whole time. I thought I might have been off. So I was like, let me go back and check. Like I said, though, want to go through the rest of these seasons pretty fast until we get back to at least the point where we're at before. I'm adding an extra, or I'm going back to double check the games to make sure we have those 2 games. That's how scared I am of this streak. This stuff is so hard to beat. We're going back to the same blueprint. Big minutes every night for CJ Ball. Let's get it, man. We're at the end of this season. We've been trash, kind of. Only 46 wins. What happened when we win 70? Hey, Nate, chill! Why are you getting 50? CJ had an off night here. After a 75 piece that he had the game prior. Oh, wow. We might happen to stumble upon one of his worst games, that 20-some game. But every other game, ooh, a 15. That's the All-Star game. This dude does not like the All-Star game. He'll give you 50 on a random Tuesday against Washington. But when it comes down to that All-Star game, he does not care. But oh my goodness, our new approach has led to so much more consistency from CJ Ball. He had 82! He beat Combs 81 on opening night. Or no, second night of the season. 82 points. This was an overtime thriller. No Mike Jack. Oh my goodness. Imagine he gets 100 at some point. That'd be fire. Last game, we lose. Hopefully, he got his points in that one. 53. Easy. Easy. Average 52 on the season, by the way. So let's add another 82 to this total. I can totally do that mental math. It is 252? No, 259. Siri, what's 177 plus 82? I was right. 259. Genius YouTuber. 6'3" nonchalant. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, I'll probably edit that whole thing out. That was really cringe. Pushing 40 talking like that. What am I doing? CJ, we're about to get back up into the 300s. Still so much work to do. We've got Ball and we've got Bell. CJ and RJ. That's tough. Okay, season is nearing an end. Every time we get to this point, I get so nervous. Stop it right here. Dang, just happened to see a 73 piece from Mr. Ball. I mean, he gets 70 like it's nothing, bro. I remember when Devin Booker got 70 in 2016. That was crazy. 23 against Minnesota. That's kind of an off night. Ooh, it's the All-Star game. They gotta just remove that. Remove that from the game log. Every time I see it, I get scared. Remove it. I don't want to see that. We're destroying it. Bro's never fouling out. He hit 30 on New York in 25 minutes. But something about, yeah, bro, this faster pace was definitely the method. All right, now we are up to 259 plus 82. New meme, 41? 341 is what we're at now. Well, I guess I kind of pre-fired the last game. I kind of counted that before it happened, but we got 45, so we're all good. 54 from CJ. He continues to be awesome, and we have been so much more consistent under this new strategy, new approach. Chase Waters averaged 40 in the finals. Wow. We'll be approaching 500 if we can just take care of business this year. I lied. We will not be approaching 500. We'll be like 440 something. Okay, we're almost there. You know what time it is. It's Teague time. No, I'm playing. Okay, so CJ, we got a 45 piece. I like to see it. 64. 85 on the... Philly, the process is over. Y'all are sad. He gave you 85. Oh my goodness, and 80 on Portland with 28 rebounds. Bro, Philly, what happened? Y'all got embarrassed out there. 23 against Minnesota. Nice try. Close, but not close enough. We have not gotten below 20, I don't think, since these new changes. Who was it that he gave? It was Philly. Add 82 to 341. That'll be 423. I'll double check that with the calc. That's short for calculator. It's slang, but I'm pretty sure that's right. That was indeed right. Great math, Danny. Good job. Okay, I do have to make sure we get this last game, but we're almost back over 500, baby. And we got 59 the last game. I'm feeling so much better about the way CJ's playing. He averaged 56, he's been doing his thing. So I'm very excited about the future of this team. I think we got this in the bag. I really do. Just one simple rule change and, simply playing him a million minutes a night seems to have done the trick. Guess who's on the team? Freddie Cheeks! Oh, we're definitely about to beat this challenge now, bro. We're definitely about to win this challenge. We got Freddie Cheeks. He's probably Kyle Lowry's cousin or something. Okay, here we are. It's about that time of year again. We'll go through this game. And CJ, what do you got for me? How about 62 right here? 74 on the season. That is not his career high. He had like 85. Man, they're just making up fake stats nowadays. Whatever, bro. I saw that 85 piece. I was there. That's probably how people who saw Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game felt. Oh my gosh, dude, they got to stop with the All-Star games. I thought it was up. 15 points in that one, but everything else looks good here. CJ, we're doing it, man. We're doing it. Oh my goodness, bro. He's really out here doing it. 22 against the Pels, but we aren't dropping below 20. You saw that Pels game too. Let me go back to that for reference. Where was it? It was early season, I know. It might have been this one. No. I don't know where it was, but he played like 18 minutes and he still got it done. So that's the thing. Now when he's playing less minutes because of the shot clock, he's still going to get his 64 to close out the season. Why is he at 10 years pro? I feel like he should be at 9. Whatever. Let's go on over here. 423 is our current record. We add 82 to that. You get 505. Come on, bro. We're almost back to where we were at before. And this time just feels so much different. CJ Ball really doing it big as we lose in the first round. Nice. Okay. But yeah, I feel like somehow along the way, maybe when I was importing his player DNA again to make sure his stats stayed the same, he got an extra year pro added. So I'm going to take one off because I don't think he should be at 10. Okay, there we go. We should be all squared away for this year. Oh, I thought that was Zion. I saw Williamson. I was like, Zion's here? No, it's Christopher Williamson. Almost at the end of the season here. We will be either across the 600 mark or just about at it if we can finish off this season the right way. You know what I mean? So CJ Bull, here he goes again. 48s, 50s, 67s, just 11 at Miami. Oh my gosh. What day was that? Hold on. Go back. He had 11 at Miami. We haven't seen him dip below 20 hardly ever. It was 229, so February 29th. Thought that was leap day. 11 points. There it is, 4 of 11. He had 22 minutes. Bro, on the old shot clock, that would have been a 9 or an 8 or something probably. Maybe not. But, the shot clock might have saved us right there. We had a 14 on Utah. Oh my gosh, bro. I thought we were smooth. I thought it was going to be straight 20 pluses moving forward. But no, we're going to have some close calls here moving forward. Indiana was the first game of the season, right? Yep. And we just got one more game to close out the year. We narrowly escape another season. Yeah, 52 on New York. One of these days we'll lose the last game, and that would be horrible. We'll almost go to the finals. But let's go back to our counter. 505 plus 82. That'd be 587. Okay, almost. After next year, we'll be halfway, right? I think we should be halfway. Man, it took us all this time just to get back to where we were. I don't want to lose you now. I'm looking right at the other half of me. Oh, that was terrible. Ran up 95,000 minutes on Spotify this year. Over 95,000. We're going for 100 bands this year. 100K minutes on Spotify. Hey, man, I listen to Spotify like pretty much all the time when I'm recording, when I'm editing, when I'm working out, when I'm driving, bro. Spotify's always on. If it's not Spotify, I'm watching like a podcast on YouTube. I'm watching Teague's podcast. Almost to that point in the season, man. Never gets less nerve-wracking, especially once we made it back this far. Like we've climbed all the way back to get back where we were. My guys had to play 50,000 minutes a night. This poor guy, he's tired. ACL is held together by boogers and tape. He's given his all to get this record. And this season was real smooth. You're talking 20 plus. I haven't seen anything less than 20 all year. This is what we need, CJ. These are okay, 15 on Philly is lackluster to say the least. But you got it done. That's another 82. added to the total, baby. Finished out the season with a 40 ball, just so y'all know. CJ Ball, DPOY. Let's add another 82 here. 587 plus 82. Oh, yeah, we're making leeway. 669 out of 1298. Still over 600 more to go. How is this record real? Bro, average 48 a night. Shout out to CJ. That's actually a light season for him, really. We have that one game a year where we're at like 10 or 15, and it's like, I knew, and this is going to sound like a LeBron level lie, I knew Bron's streak was going to end this year. I was watching last night's game. I was like, yeah, it's over. I'm not saying I knew it would end last night, but I'm saying like the way he started off the season, I was like, it's bound to end at some point this year. Last year, I never really felt that way. I remember he had the tip-in buzzer beater against the Pacers to keep his record. If y'all know what I'm talking about, that was crazy. That was crazy. I thought maybe he was going to do something similar on Toronto because it came down to the last play. I tweeted this. I was like, bro, I'm taking that shot if I'm Bron. Because worst case, we go to OT. I run up the record. I hit Rui in the corner. This game could end, and it did. But if Bron goes for the game winner, either he gets the record, or he keeps the record going and wins the game, or they go to OT and he has more time. But he made the right play. He did. Poor Rui hit a game-winning buzzer beater. Everybody's like, wow, Bron, you made the pass. We'll be well over 700 as long as all goes well this season. And that's where you're going to feel like, wow, we've got a real chance to beat this thing. At least I think 700, you're like, that's a big number. Approaching the last game of the season. Let's see how everything went. Okay, CJ, you had an 81 piece on Brooklyn. Wow. 27 against Houston a couple nights before. That's a little bit rough. 22. And this is with, this is All-Star game. Pump fake of doom. 82 on Utah. But this is with fatigue on too. I didn't want to turn off fatigue because, you know, Bron has to deal with fatigue. Injuries are off, but, you know, Bron never really got hurt like that. And I didn't want my dude's Achilles to fly off and then this video's cooked. But yeah, that just shows how impossible this record is. We're running injuries off and running this dude 48 minutes a night. But another season, another dollar, as they say. Nobody says that. 68 in the final game of the season. We saw multiple 80 pieces this year. It was a special year for our guy. And we're now up to 751. Okay, still over 500 more to go, but we're making leeway. We're making progress. We're past the point we were at when we lost last time. If we lose this time, a controller might go through the monitor, bro. Hey, CJ, nice ring, bro. Congrats. I haven't even really been checking on the roster like that. We're in the big 2042, bro. Like, there's probably not many guys you know at this point. There might not be one guy we know. Well, there's Nate Ament, but he's not in the league yet. I saw Jay McGee. I was like, JaVale's still going. Like, Wemby might still be hooping now. Dang, it's all auto-generated, guys. Let me go to the old heads. Is there anybody still left? Hey, Wemby is still going. 38 years old. Shout out to Hunk. Another year, hopefully another 82 added to the streak. If we lose here, I'm devastated. All right, here we go. Here we go again, man. Here we go again. 176 in this game. My dog Cheeks had a 66 piece. Shout out to him. Only averaged 46 this year. CJ, are we washed? Bro, we might have to get Cheeks up and out of here. He might jeopardize the streak. 50, 32. Okay. Yeah. You know, we know what he does. We know who he is. 26 against San Antonio in 24 minutes. Yeah, you got to get to it fast when you have those games where you're fouling out. 14. Okay, it's the Eastern Conference All-Star game. They'll pump fake me until the end of this video, won't they? That dumb All-Star game. We're doing just fine. Even with Cheeks being a big-time scorer. 25 on San Antonio. 19 on Philly. Okay, we're fine. 20 on Toronto. Yep, we're good. Another year done, baby. Oh, this change was the most genius change I made. We shortened that shot clock, told bro to go all 48, and ever since it's been smooth. Let's see, we are at 751 on the tracker. Add another 82 to that, man. That'll put us at 833. Oh, whoops, 833. Shout out Scottie Pippen. We still got over 400 more. Bro, the whole league's retired. We've been going so long. That's how long it's taken. Look, Wemby's about to get out of here. Yeah, I knew he was. He's played so long. Jared Stanley, like the cup, he just pulled up last year. Bro, I don't like how Cheeks and Stanley are so nice, bro. I'm gonna be honest. But I said I'd let the team, remain the team. Whoever we have, we have. So I'll let those guys rock out against my better judgment. But I hope they leave. I hope y'all leave. The door's right there. Let it hit you on the way out for all I care. We'll be what? Over, let me check the tracker. We'll be over 900. Come on, man. Come on. Okay, I just stopped it right in time for the final game of the season or so. We're back up to 50 a game. Is that S Nash? I was like, Stevie's back? Okay. We had an 83 piece this season, apparently. I feel like the career high just hasn't been accurate. Only 21 on Miami, but he got to it in 15 minutes. See, if we're crashing out that hard where we're fouling out in 15 minutes and still getting what we need, there's an 83 and 29 game on Charlotte. Ooh, it's an all-star game. I was like, only 18. That's not great. 22, 17 on Phoenix. That's okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we're still going. We're still going, baby. We're still going. We're going stronger than ever. Phoenix, there was a 24, but that's it. That's another season. Last game, let's make sure. Yep, 28. It's kind of a light night for him, but that will put us up to 915, meaning that next year we'll be at 997, nearly crossing a band there. 1,000 games. CJ, I almost gave up on you after we lost the streak of 600 some, but we came back and here we are doing big time things, man. Win the championship. Wonder how many chips and all that we'll have. We'll look at that too. At the end, we'll look at the resume and everything, see what all we were able to accomplish here. And he'll be going into season 15 of his NBA career here. So, you know, I think putting his age back just the amount we did made it almost perfectly line up for the records and all that. Let's make sure our rotation's good. See, we got a new coach. Coach Brody! Russ! What's up, buddy? Oh my goodness. We're about to do this with Coach Russ. Okay, Russ. So here's what we got to do. We got to play through our star, shoot at will. Some crash, some other get back. We do run and transition. And Russ, we're doing 7 seconds or less, okay? Now, Brody, if you sell this challenge, I'm going to be very upset. No way his best system's the triangle. What are we talking about? 7 seconds is what we're running. Running the triangle in 2044, they might demote your NBA team to a JV high school team, bro, if you're running the triangle in 2044. See, I feel like Russ is the perfect coach for this situation. He knows a thing or two about breaking records. Those triple doubles, he's the perfect coach to pull up for the end of this. Also, Clipper legend, of course. Welcome back, Russell Westbrook. Okay, we'll stop right here. CJ Ball, 59 in this one. How many did we average? Coach Russ, I knew you'd get yours with Coach Russ. 51 a night, so that's good. That's good. Where's my game logs? Oh, I was just scrolling too fast. Okay, here we go. There's a 77 game. Shout out Luka, who went back to the Mavs way earlier in this sim, which is, you know, really crazy. 24, that's the Eastern Conference. That's the All-Star game. Did we get below 30 this year? Oh my gosh. Coach Russ had my guy CJ moving differently. 11 on Detroit. We fouled out in 20 minutes. 21 on Indiana. Oh my gosh, it was almost over. It was almost over. Detroit, this was early season. It might have been this one right here. Yep, there it is. 11 points. Fouled out in 20 minutes. That was such a close call, but not close enough, baby. We're up to 997. We will be well over 1,000 if we can make it all the way through next year. We got to make it through this last game too. 39. There you go, CJ. Okay, we're good. That Detroit game about scared me. It scared me so bad, bro. It scared me so bad. Celtics win the championship. We got what, like 4 more seasons, something around there to finish this off. Jared Stanley, please leave. Like, you're getting too good, buddy. We don't want you here. How much do you score? You score too much. You're getting too good on us. I want to release him so bad. I want Coach Russ to be there on the sideline when we're about to break that record, man. I really do. I think it's only, well, let me check. What's the exact? So we're at 997. We might need 4 more, or like 3 years and some change, because what? So if we go 3 full more seasons, including this one, we'd be at 1,243. So we'd have to go a 4th year. Oh, there's still so much time left. There's still so much time left. And then we got to go 3 more full seasons, or well, 2 more full seasons after this, and then some change. If I see an 8-point game, a 9-point game, I'm done. Been recording this since 7 in the morning. It's 10:30 in the morning, and I got to do a second video later. Okay, so we're on April 6th here. CJ had 38 in this one. He's averaging 40, 49. He's averaging 50, basically. Okay, see what we got here in the game logs. Where are they? Where's the game log? There they are. Oh, man, this never gets less nerve-wracking. I think every year, there's an 81 piece, which is really cool. But every year, it might get more nerve-wracking because I'm more nervous. 18 on Phoenix. Bro, Phoenix is going to be, if we lose this record, it'll be to Phoenix because they're always the team that we're fouling out against. The Phoenix refs don't want to see us win. That's the bottom line here. And I feel like sometimes there's early season games like this one against Milwaukee. 13 minutes, 16 points. We almost lost it there. There's always that one early season game where we almost sell. Okay, there it is. Let's add 82 more to this 997. That'll put us at 1,079. Oh my goodness, bro. Dang it, it doesn't fit on the screen. Let me edit it. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. I was trying to be nonchalant. What am I doing? Look at the sneaky Bronny in the corner. We got the Bronny corner, the Tony Snell corner. What is going on right now? This is my job. I have the best job in the world. CJ Ball 32 to end off the season. Real talk though, I appreciate y'all, man. I probably don't say it enough, but man, like, this stuff is so much fun. Of course, there'll be some days where you have a frustrating recording or stuff's going wrong, but bro, at the end of the day, I get to play video games and make stupid jokes like that one that nobody probably finds funny, but I do. This is year 17 for CJ Ball. After we gave him more years to compete, we had to set his career back like 3 years, you know, turn back the clock or whatever. It just, again, shows you how unbreakable this LeBron James record is. Respect LeBron for somehow setting this record. We got 2 full more seasons we got to make it through, and then, you know, a small part, or not a small part, like over half of another season that we'll have to make it through as well. But we're getting there. We're in that home stretch. About that time again. We're only going to have a couple more times like this where we have to check in on the record and all that. So let's go right here. End of the season, April. Okay, 49 in this one, so we're good there. 31, 27. Doesn't seem like he's having as many big nights, but oh well, there's an 80. All right, my bad. My bad, CJ. I didn't mean to underestimate you. There's an all-star game. He had 22. I haven't seen him under 30 once in a real game. You know, that all-star game doesn't even count. He was consistent. Oh, there's a 20 on Milwaukee, but that still counts. Oh my goodness, CJ Gilgeous-Alexander. He's real consistent with it. That's the most clean season we've had, for sure. Couple more years to go. There's 54 to close it out, just in case you were curious. So 1,079 plus 82 more. That's 1,161. Oh my goodness, man. We are really getting there. Going ahead. 1161. Still got another full season and some change. We go to the finals. Yippee. Championship. I don't even care, bro. I'd give up all those rings just to guarantee we win this. I'd give up all those rings in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I don't know if CJ feels that way, but I sure do. Luckily, outside of CJ and Stanley, this team is sad, which might be why we actually had so many huge scoring nights last year, because it really just is him and Stanley. The rest of the team sucks. Stanley, you can go too if you want. S. Kerr, Steve Sheldon. Okay, I was like, Steve Kerr? What you mean, Steve Kerr? CJ, let's go. Coach Brody, let's go. It's our last full season we got to get through. Okay, let's check this out. Oh my gosh, I almost simulated to the very end. Okay, we're good. Second to last game. Ooh, voice is tired, bro. Told y'all I've been recording for a minute, but we got a 22, 29. That's not good. 77, a Luka game. There you go. We're still moving. The All-Star game needs to get off this game log. I saw that 10, 11 on San Antonio. That was almost over. That was almost it. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, just make it another month and we're fine. We're fine. We got one last season. It's not even a full season we got to go through. I'll go probably till the end of the season just so, you know, we can run up the numbers here. But anyway, let's see. 11 on San Antonio in 18 minutes. Oh, we had 2 games at the end here and we're good in those. Okay, let's get back to our tracker here. 1161 plus 82. We are at 1243, meaning we have 55 more games to break the record. On game 55 of next season, we can break the record. Oh, by the way, in the background, CJ Ball has been doing what he does. He's been balling. Oh, well, we lost in the finals. My bad, CJ. So we're going to simulate to game 54 of next season, right? Then we'll jump in the Simcast for game 55. Shout out number 55, Jeff Teague. And on game 55, we'll break this record. All goes well. We'll jump in the Simcast for that game, of course, because this is exactly what we've been waiting for. Bron's record was 1297. We need 1298 here. So let's just simulate this far. That won't even be far enough, I don't think. First 2 games, imagine we lost it. 47 first game, 49. Okay, or 47 second game, 49 first game. We're good. Okay, we're getting close here. We're 45 games into the season. Let's make sure we've taken care of business up to this point. It would be so devastating if we somehow lost it at this time. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're smooth as butter. Okay, we're all fine there. So that's 45 games in. Let's simulate a few more here. And you know what? To add to the suspense, I'm checking game by game because I know y'all are nervous. I'm nervous. Maybe y'all don't care that much. CJ Ball, 17 on Dallas. Oh my gosh, dude. If he sold right there, that would have been terrible. So we are all good. I'll scroll through all the games just to double check. Yep, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We are all good. So we're on game 52 of the season. Here's 53. Come on. Let's get it going. There it is. We beat him bad. 40 from CJ. 54 for the tie. CJ 27. And this is to break it fittingly against the Lakers here. All right, let's do it, CJ. We're going to simulate very slowly here. We'll wait till bro gets up to 8 points or so. Maybe a little faster than this. Okay, we're at 7. CJ only has 3. CJ's up to 6. Let's slow it up again. CJ's at 8. It's only been 3 minutes. He's getting to it. One more bucket and CJ Ball will be cemented and have that 10-plus point streak on lock here. He'll be at 1298. Bron will be at 1297. Ball goes into Connor. We know no one on this basketball court except for our guy CJ Ball. Connor at the basket. Man, I don't care what you're doing. You can score for all I care. Good rebound. Here we go, CJ. Number 25. The behind the back move. Bumps. He's getting to the basket here. Backing in. Why are we passing now? Stanley, swing that out. Swing that out, bro. Nobody's trying to watch you, CJ. We got it back from the logo. Oh, that would have been crazy for the record. Towns goes back up and dunks. Bro went for the highlight for the record. Went from the logo with it. All right, we got ball back. Lakers just knocked down a shot here. CJ's going to walk it up the floor. He's a taller guard. He's like 6'9", so he can get to work in the post. He can score wherever. Ball gets a screen. 3 for the record. Dang it. Third time's the charm, right, CJ? Here he goes. Come set me one. Get one of the bigs to set him one. Yep, good screen. Downhill. Easy midi. Come on. This dude is trash. We're going to lose the streak this game. We're about to go cold for 3 straight quarters. Here we go. Ball gets it off the rebound. We're pushing it the other way. CJ standing at the top. There's another screen for Ball. He'll go for a long 3. This dude's trash. Surely 4th time's the charm, right, CJ? He has it. He's going to get downhill. Floater. And there it is. The 10-plus point record has been broken. CJ Ball. Let's go to our graphic here. 1,298 out of 1,298. Bron, his record was 1,297. So we've done it. CJ, here was the shot in case you want to see it again. You know, something pretty routine, pretty simple. Gets to the basket, little floater, and there it is. We'll sim the rest of the season just so you know he can obliterate the record. Or not obliterate it really, but you know, get a few extra games on it. Add 27 games to it. CJ Ball finished with 24. It was a bad night. He fouled out early. So we're lucky we got it when we did. And now let's see if we can just add, like I said, those 27 games. Then we'll review everything that went down in this video. Okay, we're almost at the end of the year. Let's see. Did CJ fold after he broke the record or did he keep it going? It looks like he kept it going. That LA game was the last one, yeah, where he had 24 and he kept it going after that. So we will end the video right there after 19 years pro for CJ Ball. That's where we're going to call it for him. I gave him extra years and everything, so that's where we're going to wrap it up. CJ wins MVP. We'll review all the MVPs, the DPOYs. Maybe we can even wrap it up on a championship. I don't know. We lost in the first round. But yeah, here's the record tracker. 1325 is the final total. And as for CJ Ball and his resume, he won 7 championships, 22 MVPs, 7 finals MVPs, made 23 All-Star teams, 23 All-NBA first teams, and won 22 DPOYs. He never had a 100-point game, but he had an 87. He holds all the records for points in a playoff game. Had 82 one time in a playoff game. Holds a bunch of the records for points in a season. How did Wilt score over 4,000? And he ends up with 86,000 points for his career. Almost 29,000 field goals made. Over 8,000 threes. Almost 21,000 free throws. Oh, he destroyed Shea's record. First in rebounds, almost 36,000. We don't pass. Second in blocks. Shout out to Wemby. First in steals. And first in minutes with over 85,000. That LeBron record is absolutely unreal. I'm just going to say it. I don't think anybody will ever break it. If you made it to the end, comment CJ Ball, like, subscribe. We love basketball. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Man, that was a really fun one to record. All right, anyway, peace.